Man, Jimmy Kimmel has screwed up majorly this time, and Erica Kirk and Charlie Kirk's team are not happy, and they completely shred him apart on X, and we're going to be checking that out here today. Now, as we know, of course, Jimmy Kimmel, he made his glorious return last night, and it was complete and total cringe. He made a whole non-apology video for the horrific things that he said about Charlie Kirk and about Trump supporters, and well, it definitely hasn't gone the way that he was hoping it would. It only continues to get worse and worse for Jimmy Kimmel, and today we have some absolutely terrible news for Jimmy Kimmel that we're going to be checking out. But in case you guys have missed it, this is what Jimmy Kimmel said about the terrible things that he said just last week that got him canceled in the first place.
I don't think what I have to say is going to make much of a difference. If you like me, you like me. If you don't, you don't. I have no illusions about changing anyone's mind. But I do want to make something clear because it's important to me as a human, and that is you understand that it was never my intention to make light of the murder of a young man. I don't...
Are you guys at all buying the tears that Jimmy Kimmel is shedding here tonight? I know that I am not. And I think that Piers Morgan says it absolutely perfectly here. Hard to feel sympathy for Jimmy Kimmel and his crocodile tears, given how gleefully he has always gorged on the career and trails of conservative stars who lost their jobs like Tucker, Roseanne, etc. He became a partisan political activist, not a comedic host. Or even what Jack Posobiec says here, and like we know, Jack Posobiec has been such a close friend to Charlie Kirk throughout the years, and the death of Charlie Kirk has been hitting him especially hard. Look at Jimmy the Martyr Kimmel fake crying tonight. Deny, attack, reverse victim, and offender. In typical leftist fashion, Jimmy makes the victim himself. And that is exactly what he is doing here.
Funny about it, I posted a message on Instagram on the day he was killed, sending love to his family and asking for compassion, and I meant it, and I still do. Nor was it my intention to blame any specific group for the actions of what it was obviously a deeply disturbed individual. That was really the opposite of the point I was trying to make, but I understand that to some that felt either ill-timed or unclear, or maybe both. And for those who think I did point a finger, I get why you're upset. If the situation was reversed, there's a good chance I'd have felt the same way. I have many friends and family members on.
So anyway, so you guys get the picture. I don't know about you, but I don't hear an apology anywhere in that video for the things that he said last week. And of course, there is nothing like that because he didn't actually apologize. And in fact, he only decided to double down on his anti-Trump insanity last night in that show, which shows that, yeah, there's not really much change in Jimmy Kimmel. It's still the same old Jimmy Kimmel. And well, today, Jimmy Kimmel got absolutely torched by none other than Andrew Colvett himself, who is, of course, one of Charlie Kirk's friends and producers, and a huge spokesperson for TP USA. And this is what he had to say about it. Yes, Jimmy Kimmel got emotional. So what? He's emotional for himself because he almost torched his entire career. Kimmel is an unrepentant liar who tried to blame Charlie's assassination on the part of the country that just spent the last 2 weeks praying and holding vigils. Whew, man. I'm really trying to hold it together right now. That perfectly summarizes this entire thing. And the fact that Jimmy Kimmel said the disgusting things that he said and he still refuses to apologize shows you where his heart truly lies. What he's really saying is that he still thinks it's fair game to slander conservatives. He would rather advance his own political and cultural agenda than confront the truth. The truth is that his own side has been fanning the flames of political assassinations for years. The truth is that someone on the left picked up a gun and murdered someone on the right who advocated for peaceful debate. It's critical that liars admit they lied. There can be no restoration without that, and anything short of that is a fake and scripted cry line designed to endear him to his fans, not to make right the wrong he committed. And of course, you can tell that there was no actual apology in what Jimmy Kimmel was saying there. And the cringiest thing about the entire thing was that Jimmy Kimmel then thanked Ted Cruz, Mitch McConnell, and Ben Shapiro for backing him over Trump when it comes to him getting canceled. Because, and I don't know about you guys, but I definitely wouldn't ever want to be in the company of Ted Cruz, Mitch McConnell, or Ben Shapiro. So I feel pretty good about the fact that most of us held his feet to the fire with what happened. Now, of course, you know, we have to debunk the lie once again that he was canceled by Trump. That's not all what happened. Disney themselves confirmed that that isn't what happened. And so this whole thing has only continued to blow up in Jimmy Kimmel's face. Leave a like, subscribe, and I'll talk to you all in another video very soon.